Alright, this is the Mauser video. I didn't exactly have a lot of time for a script. I'm still trying to get stuff packed up because I'm leaving for Japan. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on these. This is a VZ24, which is based off of the original Mauser 98. It has a lot more of the 98's features. These all basically have the same bolt. The only real difference is whether or not it's a turn down. So let's go over to this one. This is the Carbine 98 Kurtz, or Carbine 98 Short. These are incredibly popular. These were so popular that you still find them on battlefields today. This is another Carbine 98. This one was remanufactured in Yugoslavia by Zatsava. This is more what you'll find rather than the original style German K98s. This is an original Mauser. This one is a Brazilian. It's the same 98 action. It's the same. It's mostly the same as the one the Germans would be using during the First World War, except chambered for the older 7mm Mauser cartridge. If you can see here, a lot of the little stuff about it is the same as the VZ24. That's because the Czechs had a license for the original Mauser, but not for the K98. So they created a shortened version of the original Mauser, and quite frankly, I like, having shot all these, I like this gun better than I like the K98. The K98 was, I'm sorry, the Carbine 98 Kurtz. The Carbine 98 was a little bit cheapened to make manufacturing quicker. If you can see, that's different on it. This is a little bit cheapened. When I say cheapened, I don't mean it's of inferior quality. I just mean it was made to be quicker to make. Alright, so these were adopted by Germany in 1935, mostly replacing the older Mauser 98, and went on to serve for until the end of the war, and then after the war they went just everywhere. I mean, you've already seen the Arasaka video, so you kind of understand a lot of the 98 action, but this is actually a little bit different than that. These are cock on open. If you can see here, press it back, this cocks back. Actually, we're gonna, this one's stronger than all the other ones, so we're gonna dry fire that one, and I'll show you that. So when you push this open, it cocks the rifle, you charge your round, and it's cocked. Now, typical of the 98 Mauser, you have this lever, which is your safety. This is fire. This is safe, which means you can't fire it, but you can still work the action. This is safe and locked. So you can't work the action, and you can't fire. And, you know, they're simple to use. It's very strong. It's a very safe action. It's got the two locking lugs up here and a safety lug in the back. There's really not much to them, which is probably why they were so popular. You can teach someone to shoot a Mauser effectively in about 10 minutes. What else can we say about these? This one's actually Nazi marked. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. That's an eagle and swastika right there. There's another one. However, this one is from all kinds of parts of a bunch of different guns. This is, like I said before, a Russian capture, and what the Russians did was, after World War II, they took a bunch of K98s they had acquired apart. They blued all of the parts until they were just about black, and just slapped them back together, and then any parts they deemed unnecessary they just got rid of. So things like the screws that stop these screws from turning out, so you can see on the Yugoslavian remanufactured one, it has those. They got rid of the cleaning rod, although quite frankly I've been collecting these for years, and I don't think I've ever seen a Mauser that still had its cleaning rod, other than the ones that were all shined up and redone. They fired the 8mm Mauser for the most part for these K98s, although they would be converted into a bunch of other cartridges. Just like the Arasaka, uses a stripper clip to feed. That's mostly it. Very simple to understand.